Magandang araw sa inyo mga chong! Welcome to Monkeys Bananas Vlogs where we unbox anything and everything under the sun. So today, mag-unbox ulit tayo ng Marvel Legends. Figure it out. Pero ngayon medyo loose yung ating mga... Not actually loose pero they haven't been brought out of the box. Kinuha lang yung Build-A-Figure dun sa kanilang packaging and then hindi na-touch yung items dun sa loob. And basically, nabili ko tong mga to. Labas na natin. Nabili ko to sa online live selling. Sa Mother Base from Green Hills. Kila Sir and Madam. And mostly sila Nicole, sila Shane. Sila yung nag-Marvel Bali One Night Sale. And these are the figures that I was able to get. Siguro ito, I only got it for 1,400, 600, and same. 700 or 800 if I'm not mistaken. So yung total niya is around 2,000 plus. So not that bad given that each specific figure contains or ito, I think yung Marvel Legends is 1,300 yung SRP niya. Of course with the Build-A-Figure. And yung Thanos is currently at 2,500 or 2,499 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we will unbox these guys and then yun. Wala na may ibang reason kundi unbox natin sila. So ayun, sisimulan siguro natin kay Marvel Girl. Ito is coming from the Tri-Sentinel Wave. Ito yung mabubuo niyang Build-A-Figure. Tri-Sentinel, sooner or later magkakaroon na rin tayo ng HasLab Sentinel. Hopefully by the end of the year magkakaroon na siya or madidistribute na siya from Hong Kong or from the States or wherever it's gonna come from or manufacturing plant it's gonna come from. This wave contains Wolverine, Professor X, Omega Sentinel, Marvel Girl, Moira, which actually we did open before, Magneto, and Cyclops. So itong iteration na to actually comes from the latest House of X comic line. Ito yung art na it came from, as well as yung these sets of characters, as well as Tri-Sentinel. So we do have those comics. We haven't had the chance to open them up yet, but we did get it from Phil Bar's Robinson's Ermita. Nowhere else we get our comics from. I purchased Marvel Girl mainly because to have, yung Cyclops na yun, magkaroon siya ng partner dun sa X-Men Classic Wave. I think meron na rin tayo ng old Storm as well as yung Thunderbird na action figure and Nightcrawler, which will go best with them. So yeah, let's unbox. So Marvel Girl is also Jean Grey. So if you guys know. So these boxes are going to be disposed of. I'm always trying to check online if someone likes them. So if you can see, tape yung anyang extra pair of hands. Meron siyang flower. I forgot where it was used for, but I was able to read before. But Marvel Girl, I think yung main concern sa figure na to is yung legs niya. Medyo tad bit short, as they mentioned. But yeah, yung iba, they try to extend her legs by using or modifying by changing her, swapping it with other set of features. But there, Marvel Girl leads her fellow mutants to the island sanctuary of Krakoa in a bid to declare sovereignty from humankind. Marvel Girl, mene esses compatriotes mutants best. Alright, okay. So I'm not gonna bring up the accessories, so that's just gonna keep it short. Marvel Girl has a couple of articulations, ball jointed head. If you can see those guys, you can swivel it up down this much, mainly because of the hair sculpt. You wouldn't be able to move it that much. As far as her hands or her elbows are concerned, it can go as far as this high. Single jointed articulation sa kanyang elbows and same articulation sa hand. So there's not much possibility for this character unless you use the other extra pair of hands, which normally you use for Jean Grey or Marvel Girl. For hips, there's no torso articulation, but there is an articulation placed beautifully dun sa kanyang hips, because you can rotate her body, upper body. As far as legs is concerned, ayun, yung panty niya kulay green din. Mayroon siyang articulation dun sa upper thighs, if you can see that line. And then double jointed dun sa knee, and same single joint articulation sa paa, feet. Alright. So I think it's easy to pose her. May have spoken too soon, but let's just check it later. We'll try to make her stand. There's no other accessory associated with Marvel Girl aside from extra pair of hands. So it's really hard for this little characters, but we'll figure it out later. Stay there. Alright, so let's continue with Peter B. Parker. You know, Jake Johnson is one of the good guys, or guys that you wanted to see in a movie. And this is, I think, one of the good iterations that he has. If you guys know, this is the first action figure that I opened, cost baby wise. So way back our first episode. This is already our 30 plus episode. I'm not sure how or when I'm gonna upload this, but yeah, I think I wanted to have this figure all along, since it's only just around 600. SRP is 1.5, but I only got it for 600, so shout out to Mother Base for that. It's part of the Hydro Man wave. This contains all of the characters that we liked. If you're able to watch yung movie Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse, you will have Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and Peter Parker, as well as Prowler, along with yung comic versions ni Frogman at yung Hand Ninja. It will build up Hydro Man, Stilt Man rather. Hydro Man's for a different wave, and Stilt Man will be a comic version as well. So we have 4 coming from the movie line, but I just wanted to have him mainly because of the way he was able to bring more life or sense of humor dun sa movie. So if we're gonna read off yung script dun sa likod, Peter Parker mentors Miles Morales, all new Spider-Man, understand the importance of power and responsibility. Peter Parker guide Miles Morales dance song of your role. So yun lang English na. Don't know how to speak Spanish. Hopefully sooner or later we can learn more. There are a lot of YouTube videos already out there. So if you're gonna open Marvel Legends, dun lang sa side. It's just some sort of box type. Pull it out from the side, and then you can already pull out the clamshell guide, safety guide, safety information, and you can see tape hands side. His soda, would prefer the coffee, but he has that one, and an alternate head that contains the spider mask. Yeah, I'll just bring out the character, or I'll just bring out his figure itself from the clamshell. So again, the best thing to do it, push it from the back, and then pull the character from the front. It's easier that way. Just be careful and just slowly push him out of the clamshell, like so, especially those hands, and then there it is. So I'm not gonna do an in-depth review. You can know yung extra set of pair accessories is this pulling out the webbings from his hand, as well as fighting fist. So the styro and smirking head, alternate head going into action. But this is his relaxed face, Peter B. Parker from a different universe. And since we got a couple of days ago, we got the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. I think this is good segue to have open the character itself. But yeah. So as far as this character is concerned, you already know it was portrayed or voiced by Jake Johnson from New Girl, Tag, yun. So kung kilala nyo siya, just get a chance to know him. I think he provides breath of fresh air to any movies or TV shows that he is currently in. Alright, so articulation wise for this character, you have a single joint articulation for his neck. So you can move it up and down or rotate it. There's actually ball jointed. It's on his neck that's single jointed, pero for his head it's ball jointed. So it means you can rotate his head like so. For his hand, you can definitely swivel his upper arm. You can rotate his elbows and double jointed elbows, rather shoulder, and then you can rotate her or his hand and pull it or push it up that way. Same goes on the right hand. This is the hand that holds a cup. Same joints, double jointed on elbows there. So as you normally know, for new figures, it is tight, especially if you try to move it or use the articulation, but just be careful. You don't want to make any sudden movements that may break them, but they should be holding their own. So the jacket is a plastic rubber material. It's actually separate from the arm. So his arm is coated with green. So this particular vest, it looks like a vest if you take a look at it further. There, and you can basically pull it out and just have his. It looks weird if you're just gonna have his hand that way. Pero he has torso articulation. He has a bit of a belly, if you can see that there. You have rotating, twisting hips. As far as his legs concerned, there's a swivel on the upper thigh, double joint knees. You can have his near ankle articulation, and then you have this is the ankle. This is lower leg thigh, lower leg articulation. You can swivel it, and no, nothing else. It's just that. So different pair of shoe and boot. So there's Peter B. Parker, Spider-Man to Spider-Verse Marvel Legends figure from Hasbro. Alright, last but not the least, we have Thanos. All powerful, great. Love death. Thanos, who doesn't love or who doesn't know this guy, has been exposed, and you all know how it went with Endgame as well as with Infinity Gauntlet. And this is the comic version. It has a lot of accessories, extra head, King Thanos there, and extra set pair of hands. Change, light it up. Yum. Alright, there. So he has his snapping left hand with the Infinity Gauntlet stones, as well as the force choke motion. Who doesn't know that? Alright. Owned by Disney as well. Alright, so as far as the box is concerned, box art on the left, this is the character, as well as on the right, same artwork. At the back, on his throne with death, and then Infinity Gauntlet. And as far as the script is concerned, Mad Titan Thanos seizes control of the hollowed Infinity Gauntlet and wields near omnipotent power. Who can stop this vicious new overlord? Alright, so this is MIB, which means mint in box, and haven't been opened or haven't been removed from the clamshell yet. So we're just gonna open it. I'm just gonna remove the... Alright. So there's a tape in the box holding it together. So after I remove that, so I'm just gonna throw it away eventually. Um, Here, I removed him. It's the box. I removed him from the clamshell. His clamshell is pretty tight, so I'm just gonna pull it out. Back. He has thrown backdrop. There you go. Just keep it later. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using it. So there's not much holding Thanos inside the clamshell. The accessories just has his smirk face with the throne, and the menacing laugh, the snapping finger, and yung fork chokehold. Chokehold. It's a good character. I'm just trying to see it in. Normally, when you open a new action figure, you smell it. It's addicting. The same goes, you're just gonna push and pull and then he's out. So I think I'm not gonna have any issues opening this guy up, or basically won't have issues making him stand because he's pretty sturdy. And I think the only or the best way to have him displayed is to have the snapping finger. So I'm just gonna remove his fisted hand, left hand, and then replace it with the snapping hand. There. No other way, man. Okay. So I also have the Walmart exclusive version, but I just couldn't resist getting this one. Definitely because of its build. It's more or less yung Marvel Select na Thanos with death, but this one has more flair into it, mainly because of the color or the way the paint has been applicated, or the paint application on this figure is really, favorite word, impeccable. Much like the McFarlane figures, talagang napakaganda na ng mga figures ngayon, kaya ang hirap silang hindi bilhin, lalo na if you have extra income. So if you guys are into collecting or not yet into collecting, you're just trying to view things or parang just provide you nostalgia, you don't have to get it all. You just have to buy anything that is within the budget. We're not competing with each other. Do it for your own fun, for your own mental health, the way it makes you feel. But other than that, don't feel like you have to buy everything that is available, mainly because of ego, mainly because of showing it off. But basically, you just want to do it just for the satisfaction of getting into and knowing these characters. Other than that, just be yourself. You don't have to compete with anyone at their own time. Alright? So yun, prophetic na. Pero color-wise, articulation first. Ball jointed yung head, so you can rotate it that much. It's the padding is not movable, so it's gonna stay where it is. As far as paint application is concerned, it's really more like solid blue with metallic finish on the gold. That's why it stands out definitely if you display it. I'm not sure yet on who I will place it with, but I think I do have other Marvel figures that doesn't have any placements in the X-Men universe, but we'll find a way. We'll just find a way. So other than that, the head, there's a torso articulation. You can move as well his hips. Upper arm, you can move up his hand that way, that much. This is a heavy figure, dude. And then elbow, double jointed, and you can rotate basically his hands. Great application. Okay. As far as his feet is concerned, swivel on the upper thigh, double jointed knees. It doesn't move yung kanyang boots, but there's a swivel type articulation on his feet, no toe articulation. Alright, no other way to display it but to use that pose. So we'll just use him to stand Marvel Girl. and Peter B. Parker. Peter B. Parker, I think, will stand on his own. Just have to properly display him. But yeah, here's the three of the current unboxings that we have done. Scale wise, 5 inches, 5.5. This one's around 7. Let me check with the recently opened Batman. Alright, 7 or 8 inches for Thanos. So that is that tall. I think that's it. So 20 minutes again for the video. I appreciate you guys watching and staying watching these long videos, but there's no other way for us to get it done faster that we can, mainly because of all the talks I have done. But nonetheless, I digress. Thank you for watching Monkeys Bananas Vlogs. Please click the like button, subscribe, click notification if you're already subscribed to get updates. Other than that, take care, stay safe, and as always, good shit. Peace out.